Hello, new Stoics. This is Tim, and this is today's daily Stoic. And I don't know how everybody else is doing, but today I had a very, very long, busy day, and I'm noticeably exhausted. I would kind of like to get into a end of day meditation, so to speak. So basically, what a lot of Stoics do to start their days. Well, it really depends on the Stoic, but we tend to start our day thinking about what could go wrong, what could go right, and every single way that we could prepare for it at a global, local, and personal level. And you could expand that as far as you'd like, or insular as you'd like. And what I like to do at the end of the day is kind of reflect and say, did everything happen like you expected? Did anything really surprise you? Did you act in a rational way? Were you upset? Did you ever get angry? And so to me, I did get angry a couple times. I never yelled at anybody, but I wasn't exactly friendly or courteous as I could have been. I didn't really make a strong effort to help as many people as I should have. And I had some feelings that, why me, or why should I do this? And it's really hard to do that sometimes. It's really hard to help people. I always go back to a really famous thought experiment by the utilitarians. I don't remember if it was Mill or another utilitarian that came up with it, but it's called the trolley problem. And it's this idea that if you're at a switchboard and there's a trolley that could run over one person or could run over three people, and you have to make the decision of when to pull the switch. Should you kill the one person or should you kill the three people? The way that virtue ethics looks at this is really there's no real correct answer to that question. You could look at it through a utilitarian lens and say, I'm going to save the one person, or I'm going to save these three people. Because either way, you're put in a what we consider an amoral situation. You're acting under a situation of duress, and you can't really make a good ethical decision because there's no positive outcome, and there's no way that you could accurately provide. You could look at your four virtues, and there's a lot of situations where people point to morally dubious situations that they're put into. Like if someone was starving, in the mountains, and they had to eat their friends after several days of not eating. People have to look at that and say, well, was this what was the correct thing for them to do? Well, to be honest, there was none. And so I go to the trolley problem because sometimes we're put in that situation, and sometimes we feel like we need to go and do the most good that we possibly can all the time, and avoid little things that would be good. And when we kind of reach for the stars like that, the switch breaks, I would say, and you're left with a decision that you have no control over, and you have to watch it happen. And that analogy is kind of pointing to the idea that we sometimes are not in control of how we could help people or something, and today I kind of felt like my mental state was preventing me from helping people the way that I would like to. And I still did help people. I still, whenever somebody needed help, I helped them, and I tried to do it as best I can. But at the end of the day, there's nobody keeping score. There's nobody saying you could have done more, but somebody else did more good than you, so somebody else is better than you. Because at the end of the day, with virtue ethics, there is really no winner or loser. There's just the thought that we need to get better, and that goal is almost infinite. Like, how can we be better Stoics? Well, just try and help more people. Apply your virtues as best you can. Live a good life. And I know I was a little ranty for today, and I'm sorry we didn't get into the meditations, but my mind is very full at the moment, and I really would like to, possibly do these end of day meditations with everybody. And if you guys like these, feel free to let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll make a series of it, to complement Daily Stoics. But anyways, I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm sorry about the late upload, but I will be posting one on a Daily Stoic on Saturday. And I hope everybody's having a great night, and see you later.